right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll give it to him again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. He's got it down the middle. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll run it here on third and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Decision coming up here. I'm kicking a field goal, though, David. First drive of the game, you want to pay it off and just put some points up on it.
Well, and see, I'd go for the touchdown because here's the thing. I'm going to make them go the length of the field, almost 100 yards, even if I get stopped. I'm starting this game aggressive.
Trying to surge it in. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. So Auburn's offense will get the ball for the first time. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Auburn lines up quickly. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
And the Tigers getting set on 1st and 10.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Now on second down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Wake. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense.
Getting set for the point after. Get the first 7 of the game. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Monroe. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Oh, he's looking to throw. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They'll throw it on first down. He's got the back in the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Demon Deacons have moved it inside the 20. Quarterback strolling away from heat. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter.
Touchdown, Demon Deacons! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. They'll give it to the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Scrambling away. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
This is such a frustrating feeling. You got a defense that drops back, takes away all the immediate options, does a really good job with the first play, the pass play, but then you got a quarterback that just pulls it down, easily gets the first down. I just don't know how you stop a guy like this.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
Pulls it in. It's Green. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and you race it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Well, they picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line that really has been getting pushed around and bullied in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward.
To the ground with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Looking for a man. It's Cooks. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Auburn! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he's going to bring it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. Feeling some heat. Setting up the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The corners are walked up tight. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by 4 over Nevada. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He is a field-flipping machine, taking on one end.
Man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he made the extra point without problem. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Cooks. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Auburn doing business in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Buys a little extra time. Obliterates him, still on the move. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Bug meat windshield. Ouch. You cannot make a living as a quarterback taking those kind of hits. Nice job scrambling, getting the first down. Let's not do too many more of those.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. He has been unstoppable, the ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic.
And that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, if you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Nothing but green ahead. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Wake.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Auburn lines up quickly. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Quickly complete. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Tempo and overdrive.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Keeps it going. Quarterback gets the first down. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. To the air. It's Cooks. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! And that one will give them the lead.
Now, Reese, this is the part of the field where the tight ends become such a big part, right? With big size, I'm going to isolate these guys, find a way to get good matchups. You can tell they did it there, and the result was 6 points.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Here's the handoff. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Now he's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Still running at the 40. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. They go to the ground. Nice move to keep running.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Demon Deeks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
What great discipline showed by the defense. When your job's contained, you're supposed to contain the football, not let your eyes deceive you. Ball starts to go away. Your job is to still contain the backside. Great job staying disciplined. Great win for the defense.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got room on the return. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Auburn. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They'll leave it with him. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
At the 35, he's got room. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
How about those sweet wiggle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. 1st down to start the drive after the bridge. Looking to move it through the air. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off the play fake. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They're going to throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. He's going to run it. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
You know, and I think they were in nickel package right there, and I like that because you bring an extra DB on the field. Now, is that guy covering, but you can also blitz with him. He can chase down the quarterback and force 4th downs. I love when they bring in the nickel package.
Throws to the tight end. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. And Auburn is... Work on offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
Makes the grab on the left. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays to get him behind the stick.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1, this connection worked. Week 2, this connection working again. I tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
Every play magnified in the fourth quarter. You just get the thing tied up, and the kickoff goes out of bounds to give up field position. The field's about 53 yards wide. You got to kick it between those sidelines, or else you draw the flag. On first down, here comes this offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, the running back has it. And he showed off that stiff arm for a nice pickup on the play. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up 4th.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a crease to the left. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. And the Demon Deacons are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Red pass, it's complete. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. The Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Slips through the line. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this, and it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ballgame. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to pass on second down. Finds his back in the middle. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He's got his man. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
In the 4th and inches, man, I'm going for it no matter where I'm at in the field. If I'm in scoring range, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm on the 1, I'm going for it. I have to be able to get inches in these situations. Nice job by the offense.
Biggest drive of the game right here as we get close to the end of regulation. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. The give to the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win. I don't know about that play call, man. Your quarterback's already thrown 3 TDs in this game. Pollock, let him cook down.
Yeah, I mean, trying to show some balance, but he has had a great day. I trust him. This is a good situation. I'm going to put the ball in his hands, and I'm going to let him throw this football and get a touchdown.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Nerves of steel right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese? Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse. Just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollock, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.